Good day, viewers. This is Eswatini Arts Voices. I'm your host, Mkolisi Dlamini. Today, we're at IDM Matapa, courtesy of the Eswatini Arts Summit. It's the third edition, and our theme is creating opportunities. That is why today we brought visionary leaders like Sinamandla Kwepile all the way from South Africa to share information with you, educate, and also empower. Anganzi kakhulu ngwane. Ngivusela intombi emndebele.
Thank you for having me. Today I'm here for the Global Creative Summit because the topic right now is Africa, are we ready to host the world? And I think this is the best time for us to start preparing for the world.
Yes, so now that you are here, that you made the presentation at the Eswatini Arts Summit, what's your feel? What did you get from the ground, from the artists as you were presenting and also getting their questions?
The room was very vibrant. Everyone was looking for an opportunity. And I think the topic for this year, it was on market access, I think, yes, global market access and creative economy.
True.
So everyone who was there was basically looking for an opportunity, a possibility on what's next. How do I better myself? How do I get my music to monetize? Because we're tired of these big platforms such as Spotify and your Apple Music, where you earn, 0.01%.
I heard it's 3 cents per stream.
It's better now getting to 3 cents, eh?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's quite traumatic when we've got our own African infrastructure. Like as I spoke about Ayoba by MTN, which allows you to actually stream your music on their platform. They also have gaming. They also have a WhatsApp similar platform, you know, and that has about 35 million people in Africa. So imagine all those 35 million people listening to your music and you getting real-time money from the continent instead of your money going to Europe and back and forth. You don't even know where and where until it gets back to you as 0.01%.
So projects like Eswatini at Summit, how can they help us as African artists maybe get closer to the, you know, the global or the standard that is required, especially in accessing these digital platforms?
If one African country is empowered, let us learn from them. Let's start working amongst ourselves in order to make sure that we bring each African country up as we climb up into becoming the Africa that we want. Because right now we are sitting with more than 3 cultural exchange agreements as Global Creative Summit, from Brazil to Mozambique. So if we have an agreement with Eswatini, then Eswatini gets opportunities to work with Brazil, to work with Maputo through this chain that, or through the circuit that we are creating under Global Creative Summit.
Usually in developing countries such as Eswatini, most of the time you find that the artists rush to blame or maybe to sort of blame the government for a lot of things, especially maybe talking about providing opportunities. And I just want you to maybe share a bit of advice. As an artist, before I can go on and blame the government, what would you advise me to do? Because I would like to believe as an artist there's something that I have to get my house in order for me to also access, you know, the kind of support that can maybe elevate me from where I've been.
For once in so many years that I've traveled around different countries, it's exciting to see that Eswatini creatives, they want to shift the blame away from government. They understand that the government is working, but they also need to work in order to support the creative sector and to build a infrastructure that will work. So I really want to applaud all the delegates that came out, because that's the conversation I picked up, that they don't want to just sit and wait on government. Imagine if we all go one by one to government, they will, you know, be like, no guys, go and organize yourselves. So if we organize ourselves, come as a organized formation, then I think the message and building these structures will be much easier for the sector.
Yes, can I take you back a bit? Because here in Africa, I think now it's a trend that we do sign these MOUs, but we face a challenge where you find that it then gets difficult to activate them, yet they can create these opportunities, which we are talking about in today's Art Summit as our theme, saying we're creating opportunities. According to you, what effects lie when we don't activate these MOUs, but we only sign them?
MOUs are created for us to, it's policies that are there for us to follow.
Yes.
So there are frameworks such as the Agenda 2030 Sustainability and the African Union. So as a creative in Eswatini, study that, because all these things are written, they are put there out for us. But us, the creatives, we are so lazy. I just want to sing. What are you singing about?
We are here today at the Eswatini Summit. We are powered by the Ministry of Sports, Culture and Youth Affairs in collaboration with Eswatini National Council of Arts and Culture. I just want to hear from you, because you also touched on the statement that the Africa we want. What can you say to these people behind such initiatives as a way to encourage them to continue supporting such initiatives so that we can align with the Africa we want?
The support from Arts and Culture, the Ministry of Arts and Culture, is needed, but other sectors, it's time for them to contribute as well, because you guys are selling Eswatini to the world. So that is the Africa that we want.
Here's the last question. You can tell us what was your take on the floor, and you coming here and making this presentation today. And if I was an artist sitting down there listening attentively to your presentation, how do you think that will benefit me today if I grasped everything from your presentation?
So starting by following up on all technical apps that are designed for Africans. Let's use that so that the world can now use our infrastructure in order to gain our preserved culture, because all we can do is collaborate in helping and to build.
Ngenxa yesikhathi ngidayinike intombi eManzebele ukuthi ivalelise.
Thank you so much for having me. It was such a nice interview. And thank you to Eswatini Arts and Culture for inviting us and for us for being here. And yes, let's keep connected on social platforms. That's where you'll find more information and more opportunities. Our slogan at Global Creative Summit is Visa to the World. Africa is the visa to the rest of the world. And that's where we'll find market access. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, viewers, for being with us today. As njengoba sentivele ke intombi eMndebele seyishilo kwathi kufuna senda into yinye lemcoka ukuthi sisukume and invest in Africa for us to be recognized. They are taking our culture, selling it abroad, but let's wake up, Africa. We have to rise. This is Eswatini as Voices. I am your host Mxolisi Dlamini. Until next time.